that we've been hearing from a lot of the athletes is just knocking the dust off. Like, y'all are not going out this prelim conservative at all.
Yeah.
Would you say like that is your race strategy as well?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I had 47 in mind, but I didn't think that the first heat would run actually run 47, but they did, and I was like, okay, I have to run 47 now. So because you eliminate one round, like everyone's gonna treat it like a final because it's 9 lanes. So if you can get in, you will get in. But overall, I thought it was like a pretty good run for me, and I wanted to run 47 high. So when I was like coming in, I saw the clock. I was like, oh shit, like I'm a little too fast. So let me just slow it down here.
Did you like the elimination of one of the rounds, or it really didn't matter to you?
Personally, yes. I think, and this may be controversial, but what's new for me, making comments to the media, but I mean, other countries give their best athletes buys, you know, and they don't have to worry about coming out here and running 3 rounds. So just to have one round eliminated, especially in a field that they struggled to fill this past weekend, like it just kind of makes sense. And I think it's something to pay attention to moving forward, because since World Athletics moved all the championships to the last meet of the year, that means we're going to be carrying well into September and maybe October potentially in the future. So I think it's something to consider. I know in a sport like this, like you saw yesterday, 986 got left off the team. Any other country, like that person's like being celebrated and being, you know, acknowledged. So it's a controversial one, but I think it's something to look into. But that's all I'm gonna say for now on that one.
Thank you, Ryan.
So in a certain world, would you actually prefer a system where USA's has it like a discretionary selection for their top athlete?
I think it depends. I think I think what would be smart is if you're world leading for a couple of weeks leading into the championship, then that could be a discretionary pick for USA, for Team USA, going into a major championship, or probably like extend the buys to like Olympic champions as well too. I think, you know, everyone wants to see an Olympic champ at the Olympic Games, at World Championships, and we see a lot of different athletes getting banged up earlier in the season after coming off an Olympic year. So just a thought. I mean, there's nothing concrete, but just a conversation I think that could be had, and it'll just make better for, you know, the marketing of the sport leading into a world champ. You have the Olympic champ versus the reigning world champ, and I think that's exciting.
How's your body felt considering this is about to be the end of consecutive, you know, Worlds and Olympic Games over the past, 4 or 5 years now?
I'm being transparent. I'm struggling. I've been dealing with some nicks and knacks since that opener in Oslo. Paris was probably the worst one for me. That's why that race looked a little weird to everyone else. Just kind of dealing with some stuff, and it like persisted into pre. So it's hard taking your body to such a high level consistently for years, and then not having a year to kind of offset, you know, that physiological and mental toll that it takes. So I have like my nicks and knacks, and so does everyone else, but I'm dealing with it and trying to be as healthy as possible going into World Champs. So that's always been my focus year in, year out. I think, as you guys see, like when I'm healthy, I run really well. So luckily I've been able to manage it, but it's not fun like having to warm up and go out on the track thinking like, oh man, like I'm hurting right now. Like, how can I manage this? You don't want to manage, you just want to go out there and do your best. But all in all, like it's not bad, but it's just something that's there that I'm acknowledging. So it's tough, man. It's really tough. Running 46s day in, day out, and it's a hard one to maintain.
Would you want some more relay duty if that is available, or do you kind of just like focus on one thing?
The relays are a different story, man. Like I got told last minute in Paris that I was running a relay, so that was another interesting story in itself. And then that was like probably not even 10 hours after my final event the day before. So, you know, whenever they call on me, like I'll definitely answer the call and put my best foot forward and try to win it for the boys. So I'll never say no to a relay task unless I know I can't deliver for the guys. And that was the case for me in 22 here, where I knew I was just no good to the team. So if I'm healthy and ready to go, then I'll definitely say yes.
Ron, with you saying you had some nicks and knacks kind of bothering you,
Yeah.
how will today through September look for you in terms of taking care of your body?
Just like I said, getting through here because I have no bye, and I think, you know, making the team here is probably my safest and smartest choice. Diamond League final was a little, that one's a tough one because, like I said, like I can't run 46 and win anymore. 46 mid and win anymore. It has to be 46 low, and Carson's in shape, Allison's in a hell of a shape right now. Samba's like rounding back in, so the boys they're running, so I got to be ready. So, get through this weekend, get through tomorrow, go home, and just kind of get a solid training block in, rehab the things that I need to rehab, and speak to Dunford, my ATC doctors, and see what we can do moving forward. But for now, it's just like getting through here. I feel good to run. Like I know I can run fast here if I need to, but I think this weekend's about being smart, making the team.
Is there any mental work that you have to do? Because like you said, of course, your body, you have those knickknacks, but you got to run 46 low all the time. I wonder how you kind of process that mentally to make sure you're strong when you need to be out there.
Delusion. You got to be delusional to some aspect and have the confidence. And I know that me personally, I knew I'd put the work in order to be there and run those times. So, I mean, with these guys, like, you got to go out there and have an overwhelming sense of confidence and trusting your race pattern, and not shy away, because the minute you stop to think about certain things, like for instance for me, I was just like, oh man, like kind of feeling it, and just that split second of acknowledging what I'm feeling, like lost the race for me. So I lost focus. So you can't really lose focus with these guys anymore. You have to be, and that's credit to them too as well. But for me, it's like you got to have an overwhelming sense of confidence, and like knowing on that day, like, hey, like this is my shit. Like, I'm gonna go out and win this thing. So it's a funny one now. You gotta really have a little bit of delusion, a whole lot of self-confidence, and a world of belief. Yeah.
Good job out there, Ryan.
No problem.